You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, a new fine arts center is coming to Chanute. The project broke ground yesterday, and we've got the details.
Also, the government plans to spend billions of dollars to upgrade air traffic control systems in order to avoid more high-profile mishaps like the ones seen earlier this year.
And some of us along and east of I-49 getting some scattered showers this morning. The majority of us dry, all of us hot. The latest coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Elise Noe.
And I'm Chris Warner. It's just after 7 a.m. on this finally Friday,
Yes,
September the 12th.
here we
Happy
are.
Friday. It's going to be a hot one out there. Already getting pretty warm yesterday, and a lot of folks outside probably sweating during a special ceremony.
Yes, a groundbreaking ceremony yesterday celebrates a future fine arts center in Chanute. The Me Family Fine Arts Center is a more than a $5.5 million project at Neosho County Community College.
KOAM Samantha Walker learned why college staff believe it will benefit not just students, but the whole community.
With shovels to the ground, Neosho County Community College is one step closer to getting a new fine arts center, a project decades in the making.
When I arrived on campus in 2003, I took the tour, we saw the auditorium and said 1968 was a long time ago, and it really hasn't been touched in that amount of time.
The current auditorium will be renovated and modernized with a new green room, scene shop, gallery, and courtyard.
We'll have all brand new equipment, LED lighting, state-of-the-art sound system, so we can really do theater tech training programs, which right now we can't really do because our equipment is so out of date. Enough room finally on the stage to actually have my music concerts in the new performing space without us being crammed into a corner.
A benefit to not only campus, but the community as a whole.
And now we'll have a wonderful flagship area of the college for those meetings to be a great representation of the college, but also of Neosho County as a whole.
The lead donation for the Fine Arts Center comes from the family of Miriam Mee, a former instructor and board member at the college.
They were such wonderful parents. We want to honor them and their memory and their great contribution to Chanute and the surrounding area.
Thank you for everything that you have done for this institution and continue to do. Thank you so much.
Now they're still doing fundraising to try to cover the cost of the Me Family Fine Arts Center, like by letting community members sponsor a theater chair.
And you can see from our donor list how many people really care about this and want to make it a reality. So that has been really refreshing to us to see so many people that we see that this is something they know they've been needed for a long time and they want to be part of it.
Reporting in Chanute, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Now, the Me Family Fine Arts Center is expected to be completed by October 2026. Events are scheduled to begin in the new facility as early as that December.
Should be very exciting and great to renovate the existing complex and give it that new life and continue that legacy there in Chanute. And we are continuing the legacy of summer. We're bringing it back. Summer wanted an encore presentation, and we didn't really have a vote in the matter, but that's what we're getting is an encore of summer. We're going to start though with a look outside. Downtown Pittsburgh, and we're looking back to the east right now. Not much of a sunrise yet, and the only reason is because we've got some scattered showers in our eastern counties, along and east of I-49. Not much to talk about there, but they are there, and they are generating these clouds that we're seeing here. MoDOT camera, 20th and Range Line in Joplin. Again, that's looking back northwest, so that's why the sky looks okay, but it's what's back behind here where the clouds are that's hampering that sunrise. And here's those showers. Now, this isn't something that's happening. It's just these spotty showers along and again just east of I-49 out there. This morning only one out of like a dozen computers said it was going to rain, and we've seen it happen before. It doesn't happen all the time, but we have seen it where that one is right. And it was right. We've got these scattered showers. Again, not much there. And the one computer that saw them is expecting them to kind of die out before the lunch hour. So what we do have, you can see where they tried to get a little more organized up around St. Clair County, but they just there's a few of them from McDonald County back to St. Clair County, but they're just not doing too much, but at least some of us getting some showers this morning. On to the future track we go. Mostly clear skies as we roll into the afternoon. No rain out there, and again, what we have out there should be done by noon, if not earlier at this particular point, and that's just the way it's going to be today. Not much to talk about, at least for our Friday. 69 in Joplin right now, 66 Pittsburgh. Average low is about 60. The closest we've had, actually, now we're right on. Jay at 60, so you're doing great. You're right where you should be. We have some low mid 70s down south of I-44 and the further north you go, which has been also the oddball trend where northern counties have been warmer in the morning than the southern counties, but we've got mid upper 60s out there for the rest of us. And as we head through the day, we're going to go mid 70s by 9, upper 80s by noon, our highs low to mid 90s, mostly clear skies through most of the day, and a southwest breeze at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now we do have some weekend rain chances, at least some Sunday rain chances. They're there, but the heat continues. We'll talk about how long this heat's going to stick around here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks. So the casket containing the remains of Trump ally and co-founder of Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, were flown to Arizona yesterday. Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife, Usha, accompanied the coffin on Air Force 2 during its trip from Utah to Phoenix, where Turning Point USA is headquartered. Mrs. Vance held the hand of Kirk's widow, Erica, as the two walked off the plane. The 31-year-old conservative activist died Wednesday after he was shot at a speaking event at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. He had been addressing a large crowd at one of his signature Prove Me Wrong debates when a gunman opened fire, striking Kirk once in the neck and fatally injuring him. A manhunt for the gunman is underway, and the Utah Public Safety Commissioner says law enforcement has good video footage of him. Law enforcement officials say the weapon used to fire the fatal gunshot was found in the woods not far from the campus. They're describing it as a high-powered bolt-action rifle. The killing of Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University marks the 46th shooting at a U.S. school this year. Amy Kiley reports on the violence at a Colorado high school that took place less than an hour after Kirk was shot.
I was scared and I felt like sick because I was worried.
2 students are wounded and the juvenile suspect is dead after a shooting at a Denver area high school yesterday. The sheriff's office says the gunman opened fire with a revolver. I know these people. This video shows terrified students fleeing the scene and ringing a doorbell at a nearby home. Keep running! Others describe being inside Evergreen High School when the shooting began.
There was a message over the intercom and they basically just said that they were going into lockdown.
Police say first responders reached the scene within 2 minutes and were in contact with the suspect about 3 minutes later. In total, officials say more than 100 members of law enforcement swarmed the school.
So grateful for the really brave staff here in Jefferson County and at Evergreen, and so grateful for first responders.
Colorado Representative Jeff Hurd says he's heartbroken as a father of 5. Governor Jared Polis is reminding students about free mental health resources. Colorado Senator John Hickenlooper says Congress should find a bipartisan solution to stop school shootings.
If there were a terrorist trying to hurt our country, what more harmful thing could they do but to make our children scared to learn, scared to go to school, right? We're terrorizing ourselves.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Officials say the suspect was taken to the hospital with a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and later died. And Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy met with major airline CEOs as the government plans to spend billions of dollars to upgrade air traffic control systems. He's asking Congress for billions more following several high-profile mishaps in the past year. Fox News correspondent Connor Hansen has more from New York.
Go today. CEOs of major airlines were seen in Washington leaving a meeting with Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Reportedly on the agenda, the government's $12.5 billion plan to improve the nation's antiquated air traffic control system.
We need to move more on a sort of an annual speed of modernization, and to do that, we've got to become digital.
Duffy is asking Congress to add another $19 billion to get it done. The push for more investment comes after high-profile problems this year, like the crash of a commercial plane and a military helicopter in Washington, D.C.
A lot of the delays that people have, it's not just weather, it's that we don't have enough controllers. So we got to get the system upgraded, but also the controllers to control the airspace.
Last week, Secretary Duffy said 2,000 air traffic controllers will be hired this year. But despite the added investment, some Democrats say they're still concerned about federal funding cuts.
It does worry me with the kind of level of cuts that are being made by this administration to the federal government and to the workforce, how we're going to get the personnel in terms of FAA, air traffic controllers, and others whose really job is the front line of keeping us safe.
Secretary Duffy's meeting comes days after the Department of Transportation dropped a Biden administration plan that would have forced airlines to compensate flyers who experienced delays. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
And those are our top news stories this half hour. Coming up next, is your home value eroding? Details on the economic pitfall of homes not rising in value quickly enough. And later, Shannon Becker joins us for his big 3 stories of the week. You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. Time now 7:10. We'll be right back. But first, here's a live look from Carney Smith Stadium ahead of the Pitt State home opener. In Consumer Watch, supermarkets still rule. The pandemic forced more people to cook and eat at home, and the trend is still helping supermarket chains. Kroger's summer quarter sales were up more than 3%, excluding gasoline and its pharmacy business. The company says it's encouraged by the improvement in grocery volume, and it raised its sales forecast for the year. Earlier this year, Kroger said it lowered prices on more than 2,000 products to meet growing demand for lower priced foods. Mexico steps into the tariff charging fray against China and announces a new range of taxes on Chinese goods. Mexico's government announced new import taxes on Chinese products. The charges will hit a range of more than 1,400 products from China and other Asian countries. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said the country needs to bolster its own domestic production. Some tariffs on products could reach as high as 50%. The new fees could hit products like light vehicles, auto parts, textiles, shoes, plastics, electronics, toys, and other items. The tariffs were revealed in Sheinbaum's budget proposal on Tuesday and are expected to pass easily. Well, your home's value may be getting chipped away and sliding downhill due to inflation. The inflation factor, called home equity erosion, happens when home values don't rise fast enough to keep up with inflation. The purchasing power of a homeowner's equity is reduced, and that may hurt owners' ability to borrow against their equity for doing renovations or even selling their home. Home equity erosion has occurred in other periods, such as the late 1970s and early 1980s. That's a look at some of today's top consumer stories. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. 7:17 now on this finally Friday in the 4 states. We are still getting some light showers out here, really east of 49. So we now have this new one. It's east of Deer Creek, so north of Butler into Bates County. So some light showers around the Osceola area into St. Clair County, and then southwest of that. Then we head south into Cedar County. We've got some light showers there still around Stockton Lake and east of Stockton. Another one southwest of Jericho Springs into northeastern Barton County. We head down to Dade County, some showers out there west of Greenfield, stretching down into Lawrence County. Now, a quick point is you can see the artifact, this bad data that comes off the radar sometimes. This isn't here, but that is. And so just to the east of Sarcoxy along I-44, west of 97, some showers out there. We head further south. Now we're getting into northwestern Lawrence County, southeastern Newton County. So around Stella and Pioneer, we've got some showers. We head down to McDonald County. We've got one east of Goodman, a couple other showers out here north of 90 to the east of Pineville. So again, there's not a lot out there, but there are some showers. And we had one computer this morning that said, hey, some showers are going to be possible really in this area. But all the others said, no, friend, you don't know what you're talking about. There won't be rain. And it turns out Now, that one was right, and I'm sure that computer's telling all the others, see, I told you. There it is. I said it was going to rain, and it did. Now, these showers not expected to last much longer. They should be done by noon because that one computer that said it is going to rain also says they should be done before the lunch hour. So partly cloudy skies otherwise, and the majority of us are going to be dry. We'll go mostly clear, rolling into the afternoon hours out there, and just warm. That's it. Well, not warm. It's going to be hot. Let's just be honest. It's going to be hot. Partly cloudy skies overnight and into our Saturday. And again, at this time, there's still a shower showing up on Future Track for tomorrow evening, but the chance right now is less than 5%. So we haven't added any rain chances to Saturday. Now, if anything changes, if it looks like there's going to be more than one shower Saturday, we will certainly change our rain chances, but it's not looking very likely. We'll have partly to even sometimes mostly cloudy skies on our Sunday, and then Sunday we do have slightly better, and this is the difference between that one shower we saw for Saturday versus Sunday. So along and west of 75, we've got the opportunity initially for some pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon, and then by the evening hours into Elk Greenwood, Chautauqua counties, scattered storms start developing. They do not last very long, as you can see. We only go 3 hours down the road. They're already fizzling out, and we've just got some showers that we could get a sprinkle or two making it into Yates Center or Fredonia, and then that's it. They are done. They are gone. They're out of here. So there's those clouds. I want to get out of the way. Look at that sunrise from 7th and Rangeline. It just looks incredible. You got those beams out there, and that's thanks to those clouds off to the east from our showers. The rest of us, though, partly cloudy to start, 70 into the low 80s by 11 o'clock. We're looking at highs today, again, above normal, low to mid 90s. That will continue all the way in through at least next Friday at this point, but that system's still coming in just a little slower, cooling us down. We could also get heat index values over the next several days into the upper 90s, hopefully back to normal by next weekend. That's Check Your Forecast. We're back with more right after this. Well, McDonald's is bringing back its popular Extra Value Meals menu. The chain relaunched discount menu on a little earlier this week.
And will remain through the rest of the year. The company says the
The bundles.
I can't read this morning, excuse me.
I mean, you can get your burger bunless.
Yes, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Savings of more than 15% compared to ordering items separately.
Well, the move comes after McDonald's reported a sharp drop in low-income customers. We were just talking about these prices in general, not just McDonald's, but in general. McDonald's CEO said re-engaging that group is critical since they visit more frequently than the higher-income diners. And yeah, it's in general. Mm-hmm. I want to emphasize that. It's not just McDonald's. A lot of places are going up, but it's great to be able to bring back some of these deals because our youngest, for example, anytime you ask him, what do you want for dinner? It's always McDonald's. McDonald's. He could live there. He could keep the one store we have close by in business with how often he visits.
Well, NASA has made a discovery that contains the clearest sign yet of ancient life on Mars.
An emphasis there on ancient. Wednesday, the space agency announced the Perseverance rover collected a sample from a Martian rock with leopard spots, not real leopards, but leopard spots last year.
And they say those spots have been made by ancient life. Scientists say rocks in a dry river channel uncovered by the Mars rover could hold signs of ancient microscopic life.
Now, the rover can't directly detect life. Instead, it drills into the rocks and retrieves samples believed to have hosted life billions of years ago. It's been roaming Mars since 2021. Scientists say more in-depth analysis of those new samples is needed. And, honestly, based on what we know, the history of Mars and everything, it would not be surprising. There's a lot of interesting ways that people believe Mars probably looked a long time ago, long before you and I were born.
Yes. Well, don't call it a comeback.
Summer never went anywhere, obviously.
Although several states just experienced a week or two of crisp fall-like weather, things are going to heat back up again as we're already feeling it.
Yeah, more than, and this story is aptly named Second Summer, which we've been talking about. More than 90 million people in the central and eastern U.S. having highs in the low 90s Friday through Sunday. In fact, for us, it's going to go longer than that. According to the Climate Prediction Center, this round of late summer heat is expected to continue into next week, which we've talked about. Yeah, low to mid 90s. 90s out there. And for us, even heat index values into the upper 90s. So second summer indeed.
Absolutely. And coming up, the Webb City and Carl Junction Rotary Club showed their appreciation to first responders yesterday in remembrance of 9/11.
And we've got, well, take a look at this, those sunbeams. It's like the Best Hotel is a lighthouse radiating these beams this morning. A great start to the day, but it is going to get hot. Details when we come back.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:29. I'm Elise Snowy. Breaking news this morning, a suspect in the Charlie Kirk shooting is in custody. President Trump said on Fox News this morning, quote, "With a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody. Everyone did a great job," end quote. The president also said the suspect's father convinced his son to turn himself in. We'll of course have more details on this as they become available. To local news now this morning, a local veteran expo in Joplin is helping connect former service members with the benefits and resources they've earned. The event brings together agencies and organizations offering support with VA benefits, identification card services, and other programs veterans may not realize are available. One of the key focuses is suicide prevention, with groups on hand to provide outreach and assistance to those who may be struggling. Veterans say having all these services in one place makes it easier for veterans to access the help they need without traveling long distances. Let's take it over now to Chris for another look at the forecast.
Yeah, and take a look at this sunrise from downtown Pittsburgh. Like I say, I mean, the sun is obviously behind the Best Hotel, but it just makes it look almost like a lighthouse. It's just radiating its own beams here. We've got the clouds off to our east because we have some showers off to our east. MoDOT camera 20th and Rangeline. Again, you can see some of the partly cloudy skies over Joplin, but because of those showers out east, it's kind of blocking that sunrise for right now. And here's what we've got is very scattered showers. They are continuing to push south. And again, we've seen a number of them, a handful of them. We're actually starting to see a few, it looks like now, into maybe parts of Delaware County. But all of this activity is expected to continue to kind of die out over the next few hours and should be done before we even get to lunchtime. And after that, while mostly clear skies, temperatures heating up out there, as we discussed in that previous story earlier, was second summer. So that's really what we're experiencing and will continue to for the next several days. Said it's 69 in Joplin, 66 in Pittsburgh. Let's look at temperatures around the area. They look like this. Jay, way to go. You are exactly where you should be for this time of year at 60. That's about where our average low should be. Everybody else, we are pretty warm. We do have some low 60s down south, but the further north you go, we are in the mid to upper 60s. So a little role reversal here where usually, it's warmer down south, cooler up north. Not the case this morning. All right, going through the day, mid 70s for us by 9 a.m., upper 80s near 90 by noon. Our highs today, low to mid 90s. And again, mostly clear skies for the afternoon and evening with a southwest breeze at 5 to 10. We're going to talk about how much longer this summer heat will last and whether or not we'll get any rain chances in there here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, Chris, thanks. Well, sizzling from the grill and the smell of good meat in the air. KOAM's Ty Parks is at the Elks Lodge in Webb City with the story.
Sizzle on the grill, buns in the rack. This is the way the club gives back. Service over self is the motto of Webb City Carl Junction Rotary Club, and today's service is extra special.
This is our service project that we look forward to every year. It's a day where we can pause and we can remember the lives lost and then make good from it in the sense that we're able to supply a yummy lunch to our local first responders as a way to say thank you for all you do for us day in and day out.
Over 200 burgers are going out across Jasper County as a small token to the first responders. They're going to Carl Junction, Jasper County Sheriff, Webb City Police, and many more. This is the 4th year the club has done the service project.
Whether, that be a service project, an opportunity to volunteer, we do things in the community like this where we're providing lunch to those first responders. We do dictionary programs where we're putting things in front of 3rd graders that they're, really excited about. So any way that we can help share things within the community to help make it a better place.
A service project with many hands.
We also partner with our local school districts, and so we have 3rd graders that decorate the bags for us that we deliver the lunches. And so to see what the 3rd graders come up with, in their artwork that they put on the bags, it's always, of course, so meaningful for this day in particular.
It always makes us first responders feel great when the community comes together and the businesses come together in the area. remembering 9/11 is definitely a great cause for those businesses to reach out to us and give back a little bit. We surely appreciate that.
In Webb City, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
The Rotary Club wanted to give a special thanks to the Elks Lodge of Webb City and Warden's Meat that donated the meat. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. Shannon Becker joins us in the studio with his big 3 stories of the week. Time now 7:34. We'll be right back, but first, here's a live look from Carney Smith Stadium ahead of the Pitt State home opener. Welcome back. This morning we're joined by Shannon Becker with his big 3 news stories of the week. Shannon, good morning. As always, happy to have you.
Oh, well, thank you. Good morning to you.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the big 3 live and local stories, what's happening where you live. Number 3 this week in Anderson, Missouri. Over the weekend, a train struck a man on the tracks, actually. Right. They're saying that the gentleman was actually on the tracks and was struck by the train. The train was able to stop pretty quickly. Okay. It was an empty coal train. The man did die at the scene. They did release his name, according to family now. It's been released. A 24-year-old man from Anderson was struck and killed there. More details you can find on our website. I know services are going to be for him tomorrow at Ozark Funeral Home. Right. Our number 2 story, Joplin News First. We were there for hours, as well as the police.
Right.
No, we didn't. A lot of people were like, why weren't you broadcasting? Well, for officer safety, we don't broadcast during a SWAT operation. Also, they don't want to gather a crowd. This was in Webb City. A man that was inside a residence was wanted on a felony probation and parole violation warrant. So that means that he did some things to violate his parole. So he'll most likely be going back to jail for a long period of time to finish out that time on his original sentence. Plus, he'll face more charges for resisting arrest.
Absolutely, yes.
And then our number 1 story, KOAM News Now, Monday morning, a tragic motorcycle crash at 20th and Schifferdecker. Yesterday, Joplin police released more details about what happened with the crash. The motorcycle operator, they say, ran a red light and struck the front of that vehicle. Tragic, even more tragic. The young man was actually had recently moved to Joplin, but is from near Harrisonville, Missouri, near Garden City, Missouri. Services will be for him tomorrow. Our bonus story, get your bikes out, get your bicycles. You know, you've been talking about it. I've been talking about it. The American Ramp Company, the designers, creators of this big bike park, big part of it, it's really exciting. It's called the Momentum Bike Park. It's the largest municipal bike park in the state of Missouri.
Yes.
I mean, this is impressive.
It's impressive. Yeah. Look at this. Wow.
So they're looking for people to help with trail names.
Yes.
So you can go on the website, you can find out more details. Bonnie and Ride. You like that? Like Bonnie and Clyde? I mean, that makes sense. Some of the other ones, I can't remember off the top of my head. Doesn't that look like Chris on that bike there? You know?
Yeah, I can see him doing that.
Tricking like that.
Yeah. A few energy drinks or some coffee, and he's going.
He can get a sponsorship with energy drinks. You know, the morning show and his biking.
Yes, the Chris Warner Trail. We should make one.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, there we go.
So that's hopefully going to open late this year or early next year. It's amazing.
Cool.
It's the Momentum Bike Park is inside the Dora outdoor recreational area center. So
what a cool opportunity.
Yeah, it's so amazing. And 3 of my kids work at American Ramp Company. Shh, don't tell. That's a secret just between all of us. And so they're all excited about it too. It's a really big opportunity.
Absolutely. It's so cool to see. Well, Shannon, as always, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Happy to have you. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 7:42 now on this Friday morning. We do have, again, some of these showers. They're beginning to kind of gradually wind down, but down south of Osceola in St. Clair County, we're going to head down into Cedar County. Just a stray shower here that's now northeast of Stockton and one on the east side of Stockton Lake. We'll head back down now into Dade County. East of Greenfield, we've got some light showers out there. Back into Lawrence County, some showers along 97 and 37. So west of Freistadt, west of Mount Vernon, northwest of Monette. Then we get down into parts of Lawrence County, a few light showers around Purdy and points southwest of there. A few of those now into northeastern McDonald County, south of Stella. And we've got another one that's right here near Anderson on the east side of Anderson. That's about it at this point. And these are expected, again, to continue to die out and be done by noon. You can see they actually tried to get it slightly more impressive, like some heavier rain. And then they just fizzled out. There's just one too many of these showers going, not a lot of energy to really do much with, and so that's why they're expected to die out before too much longer. And like I said earlier, only one computer showed those rain chances, and it was the one that was right. And every so often that does happen. We've had that happen in the past. But all of them agree with this. We'll have mostly clear skies as we head into the afternoon hours. Just a few passing clouds here and there, and dry and hot for our Friday. We'll go partly cloudy overnight tonight and into our Saturday. And again, right now it's less than a 5% chance of a shower tomorrow evening. If for any reason that changes, it'd be in the eastern portions of our area, similar to where we're seeing the showers now. If that changes, we'll make changes to the forecast and add that rain chance in. But right now we're just not adding it simply because it's such a low chance. So Sunday, it's a slightly better chance that we could get some out west. So we start our Sunday partly to even mostly cloudy at times. And by Sunday afternoon, along and west of the 75 corridor, approximately that zone, we could get some isolated pop-up showers and storms. Then by the evening hours on Sunday, while they're short-lived, Greenwood, Elk, Chautauqua counties could get some scattered storms. They won't last long. By 8 Sunday, we have just a few light showers, a couple of sprinkles out there that could try and get into like Fredonia, Yates Center by Sunday evening. That's going to be it on that front. And again, as you can see, if you're east of that zone, nothing out there at all, unfortunately, other than the heat. The clouds from the rain off to our east, though, making for a beautiful sunrise in terms of those sun rays coming out. Looks really cool out there. Will be 70 to start, low 80s by 11 o'clock this morning. As we head into the afternoon, these highs, I don't like them either, but that's where we are. Low to mid 90s for us today. Southwest winds around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Into tonight, or the evening, mostly clear initially. Still very warm. Low 80s by 8, upper 70s near 80 by 10. That's when we start to see some partly cloudy skies. And remember, our average low, first off, our average high real quick is 84. So we're not near that at all for the next several days. Average low is about 60. We'll be into the low 70s tonight. Low to mid 90s will continue tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A long period here of this second summer. Still have that system coming Thursday, but not having as immediate of an impact on our temperatures possibly by the end of next week. But we are still looking toward the end of next week and the beginning of the following week. Our temperatures should get back in line and fall to more fall-like levels by then. Just got to endure this heat between here and there. Let's check your forecast. We're back with more right after this.
Well, Make-A-Wish Oregon has granted more than 5,500 wishes to children with critical illnesses.
One of their latest wishes was recently granted to a 10-year-old boy from Southern Oregon named Damien. Fox's Tony Martinez has the story.
Rolling into Portland International Raceway in a stretch limo would be a great start to anyone's day, and for Damon Hawkins and his mom and dad, it was just the beginning.
Damien had decided that his joy would be going fast in an exotic car.
Oh, I get a Ferrari!
And not just any Ferrari, but a brand new Ferrari F8 Tributo, finished in beautiful Make-A-Wish blue.
You excited?
Complete with professional race car driver Calvin Harris, on loan from Pro Drive Racing School, to take Damien on the lap of a lifetime. This VIP treatment is a huge departure for the Hawkins family. Once a week, they make the 10-hour round trip to Portland for Damien's 3-hour treatment.
He does infusions every week, so we have to drive up from Southern Oregon. We live in Phoenix, which is pretty close to the California border. Pretty much it's like a turn and burn, so we get up there in the morning, get his infusion done.
And although the treatment is going well, he may need it for many years to come. But today, none of that matters.
It was really nice to come up yesterday where we got here and we're like, we relax? What?
And not only is it Damien's Wish Day, but it's also a special Hawkins family holiday.
What have we been doing since yesterday, Damien?
Yes Day.
Yes Day. Do you want to explain what that is?
So my parents are letting me do anything that I want to do, and anything that I want to buy, they let me.
Yep.
Of course, there are limitations.
So Damien, this car behind us, if you ask for us to buy it, will we?
No.
No.
Finally, Damien is strapped into his prancing horse, and it's time to go for a ride.
That pretty cool? Yeah.
So far, so good, but halfway through the first lap, Damien suspects that Calvin is holding back on the horsepower.
Are you allowed to go a little bit quicker?
Still feeling good?
Yeah, a little bit quicker now. More quicker.
Alright, last lap. Here's checkered flag.
Woo! Can you make this last lap it's like too fast?
Too fast? I
Yeah.
don't want to go too fast.
I do. Woo! This is good speed.
Good. That's fast enough for you?
Yeah.
So no hospitals for Damien today, no doctor appointments. Just two guys having a blast in an amazing car. All thanks to Make-A-Wish Oregon.
Is this your dream too?
Oh yeah, I love being out here. Come on in. Alright, give me a fist bump. That was pretty cool.
Yeah! Thank you!
Got a little trophy for you.
We wanted to send you home with your own Nintendo Switch with special steering wheels so you can keep racing at home.
What? Awesome.
Every wish is different. This one was a really special wish because the pro racing folks got involved, and there's also a really nice man who owns this Ferrari who brought it in just so Damien could race it today. For a wish like this, it really takes the community to pull it together to make it happen.
Finally loaded up with goodies and his wish fulfilled, Damien had one last request.
Can we get back in the limo?
Tony Martinez, Fox 12 Oregon.
How cool. So special for that young boy.
I love his celebratory
Yeah.
screams. Like that's, I mean, that screams of excitement and clearly having a good time out there. And we've got some showers this morning. Skywatch Storm Tracker, if you look, they're actually already kind of in that process of fizzling out. They shouldn't last too much longer, but we do have a few of them, again, east of the I-49 corridor for at least the most part out there. After that, we'll have mostly clear skies into the afternoon and temperatures heating up as we continue to endure this second summer, which is going to last for at least another week. I know that's not the news you want to hear, but it's going to be at least another week of these temperatures. Now, Saturday, right now, again, it's less than a 5% chance. That's why it's not on our forecast right now, but we could get an isolated shower tomorrow evening into parts of maybe Berry or Lawrence counties. That's it. Now, as we go into Sunday, we're partly to mostly cloudy, and we have a slightly better opportunity roughly along and west of the 75 corridor. Initially, for some pop-up storms into the afternoon, and then by the evening, briefly, Greenwood, Elk, Chautauqua counties, some scattered showers and storms, but you see how quickly they die out. That's just a 3-hour window. They don't last too long. By the time they push into like Yates Center, Fredonia, maybe a light shower, perhaps some sprinkles out there, and that's really going to do it. Clouds off to the east from those rain showers as they continue to die out. Otherwise, partly cloudy through the morning, 70 to start, low 80s by 11. Got another check of your forecast and your wake up recap right after this.
This is your Wake Up Recap for September 12th. The top stories to start your day. Joplin police release new details about a fatal motorcycle crash that killed an 18-year-old. Nicholas Jones of Garden City, Missouri, died from injuries suffered in the crash Monday morning at 20th and Schifferdecker Avenue. The major crash team says Jones was riding his motorcycle north when he entered the intersection during a red light and hit a turning vehicle. The car driver was waiting to turn east onto 20th Street when the light turned green. The driver of the car was not injured. And President Trump this morning announcing on Fox News that a suspect has been arrested in connection to the shooting of Charlie Kirk. Yesterday, Kirk's coffin was transported from Utah to Phoenix, where Turning Point USA is headquartered, accompanied by Vice President J.D. Vance, his wife Usha, and Kirk's wife Erica. Kirk was 31 years old when he was shot at Utah Valley University on Wednesday. And that's a check of today's Wake Up Recap.
And we've got another hot day out there. Temperatures continuing to climb. Low to mid 90s, mostly clear skies across the area. Mostly clear through the evening, partly cloudy late this evening and overnight, back down into the low 70s. So again, well above average. Low to mid 90s continue at least through next Friday out there before we might start to get some relief by next weekend. Could also see occasional heat index values into the upper 90s. So again, if you're outdoors, just make sure you're staying hydrated. Isolated storm Sunday is a possibility west of 75.
All right, well, the Nashville Fair is underway, and this year the event features an artist who paints portraits of animals, but each portrait takes only 1 hour to paint.
Now, artist Julia Tong says she tries to catch the most authentic side of each animal. She says her goal at the fair is to foster a love of art in anyone who passes by. A lot of cool animals. I remember going to the Ottawa County Fair a few years ago, do some stuff for our noon, and I swear there were some chickens that understood what you were saying to them.
Oh, wow, but beautiful artwork. Look at her go.
Yeah, that's absolutely impressive. Beautiful artwork, amazing, and of course the fairs, so many of them in our area too, always so great to go to, so hopefully get some time to go out and visit one. That's going to do it for now, though. We're back with more news and weather at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.